opponent. His hands were down. His knees all the way down. You can't get more illegal than that. It is as illegal. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer in terms of.
By the way, what's going on with the left eye situation there? It's kind of staring me in the face. I just want to ask, what is that?
This one?
Yeah.
Just a bump.
Okay. All good?
I've been working hard, man. I've been working hard.
Okay, so no concerns there?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry for asking, but it was just like right there. I'd feel like an idiot if I.
Yeah, thanks for pointing it out. I think Jan's just a really good fighter, man. I think that he's. I think people see him as one of the best guys in the division. I think that he's like a real fighter's fighter, man. Like he goes in there, he tries to take people out. He's super tough, and you can tell that he has like a very technical and good style. So I think he's just like a really impressive dude. And I think that he's like a fighter's fighter. Like I can respect him for that reason.
What do you mean by fighter's fighter? What does that mean?
Like, I don't think that he tries to cut any corners in trying to win. You know, like I think that, I think that a lot of people have to figure out tricky ways to try to, squeeze out decisions or like get the aesthetic of things to look like they're the ones that are winning. And I don't think Jan does it. I think Jan goes out there to try to like knock people out and hurt people. And I can respect that because that's the same thing that I try to go in there and do too. I think that if you're not fighting within 9 months, then yeah, I think that you should get stripped. But I think a year is a really long time to keep people waiting, like you don't get a ton of fights, you don't get a ton of time in this sport, especially in your prime. And I think that making someone wait at least a year is kind of a long time. And now that I'm fighting for, a belt, a UFC belt, even though it's an interim one, it would feel like I was the champion. It would feel that way. I would definitely know that I have some, quieting of the voices maybe about the Sterling loss that I've had and then the TJ loss that I had and stuff. But those will be very exciting rematches, I think, in the division also. So I think I'm excited, man. And it would feel like I was the champ if I do win against Jan.
It's going to be a tough fight, man. Fights can go a million different ways. Against Frankie Edgar, I thought that was going to be the toughest fight of my life, and it was the quickest fight of my life. So you never kind of know how these things are going to go, but I'm fully anticipating the toughest fight of my life, like I do in every single one. And I know Jan's going to come and bring it. I know that he wants his belt back too. But like I said, man, I'm fully confident that it's going to be a tough fight, but I'm also fully confident that I'm going to be the one that walks out of there with that belt.
Jan, obviously, a tremendous fighter. Style-wise, how do you look at this matchup from what you bring to the table to what he brings?
I think Jan's definitely a really durable guy. He's good at fighting 5 rounds. He's super tough, and he's a guy that also tries to hurt people, which I have respect for. And I think he's going to be a tough fight. I also believe that there's a lot more ways that I think I can win than Jan can win. I think Jan has a much smaller amount of ways that he can get the W, and I think that I am a lot more dangerous and I have a lot more threats than I think Jan brings. The points don't carry on into the next round, so each round has to be judged or has to be viewed as its own individual fight. And so it's not that I'm not having a fight against Petr Yan. I'm having 5 fights against Petr Yan, and I have five of those fights to prove that I'm better than he is. And I think that was a really important thing for me to learn in that last one. Is it's not like these other sports where the points get to carry into the next round, and like they're individual fights. They're 5 individual fights. To be completely fair with you, I think I don't think he should get stripped. I don't really agree with that, but I do think that your actions have consequences, and the way that he handled his last loss is a way that I don't think a lot of people have respect for, and so he's not making too many allies. He's making too many allies in the way that he decided to handle that. So that's on him. If he would have maybe gone about acting in a more reasonable way and kind of not playing the heel, I think more people would have been on his side. But because he decided to act the way that he was acting, that's kind of the consequence of your actions.